The afternoon had been quiet in the small community plaza, the kind of calm where people moved slowly and conversation stayed low. A disabled woman sat near the fountain, her mobility scooter parked beside her as she waited for her sister to finish an errand. She watched the water ripple, enjoying a rare moment of peace. That peace shattered when a sharp voice cut through the air. The HOA, Karen appeared as if summoned by irritation itself, clutching a clipboard like a weapon. She pointed toward the scooter and began listing rules: where it could be parked, how long someone was allowed to sit there, how the area was not meant for loitering. Her voice grew louder with every sentence, drawing glances from passers-by. The woman on the scooter tried to explain calmly. She spoke about her condition, about how walking long distances was painful, about waiting just a few minutes. Her voice trembled, not from weakness, but from the familiar exhaustion of having to justify her existence in public spaces. The HOA Karen didn't soften. Instead, she raised her voice higher, accusing the woman of using disability as an excuse and threatening fines. The words hung in the air, heavy and cruel. That was when the crowd began to shift. A man who had been tying his child's shoelaces stood up first. A woman with grocery bags stopped mid-step. Someone whispered, "That's not okay." The silence that followed was brief, but powerful, like a breath before a storm. One neighbor spoke up, asking the HOA Karen if she had read the accessibility guidelines. Another reminded her that compassion wasn't optional, rulebook or not. Voices joined in, overlapping, steady but firm. The crowd wasn't yelling, they were correcting, grounding the moment in something human. The disabled woman looked around, eyes wide with disbelief. Strangers were defending her, not out of obligation, but because they couldn't stand by anymore. The HOA Karen tried to regain control, talking over people, but her authority dissolved as quickly as it had appeared. Phones came out. Someone mentioned recording. Someone else suggested calling the HOA board directly. The Karen's face flushed as she realized the crowd wasn't on her side and never would be. Eventually, she stepped back, muttering about reports and procedures, then turned and walked away. The plaza felt lighter once she was gone. A woman from the crowd knelt beside the scooter and asked gently if everything was okay. The disabled woman nodded, smiling through tears. She wasn't alone anymore. That day, the rules lost their voice, and empathy spoke louder than ever.